something completely different.
Here is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here are some of the best of the Baldwins.
Happy Hot Topic!
Tuesday night at 8 on TLC or whatever it's on.
I've seen one of the loves of her life naked.
Not the love of my life.
He was one of the loves of her life. He was a very important boyfriend of hers. I mean, when you go see him on Broadway, and he was naked.
Yeah, you're definitely a beta man, like Baldwin. Let's be freaking honest here.
In his whole, as our British friends, he had his bits out.
That's such a boomer thing to not want to say penis or dick. His bits are out. Who the hell said that?
We went to go see Take Me Out, the musical that our dear friend Scott Ellis directed, and all these baseball players were in the locker room, and they were all turned around naked with their dongs hanging out. And he's there, her boyfriend, and I recognize him. I met him before. And when he turns around with his personality hanging out, I'm like, oh!
Who says personality? No wonder Alec Baldwin doesn't have a personality. He doesn't even know how to use the word.
Oh, okay. He had like a clarinet hanging from his pants.
This guy was the most renowned actor of the 80s and 90s, even though he ruined a movie called The Shadow that was based off the Old Time Radio show. I was so excited to see it when I saw it on DVD because my dad liked Old Time Radio. Radio was always in my house, and he ruined it. But he was good in Beetlejuice. He's funny in other things he's done. He wasn't bad in 30 Rock. And this is what you become?
The guy literally turns around, and we were all like, whoa.
I will say, it's making Alec Baldwin not likable, but like a little likable. Like just like 5%.
How can you remember this more than I do?
And when you meet him backstage,
Yeah, he saw what used to bang on his wife, or maybe still does.
we go out into the lobby, we meet them all. And her boyfriend comes in, I'm like, hey, how you doing?
And I was like, I'm going to stay over here.
She's freaking weird, man. She's so itty-bitty. You know those like girls that are itty-bitty you can just pick up? And
You can't pay attention to a word he's saying. He's standing right here talking to me. I'm sitting looking at him going, and he's looking at me going, yeah, you know, the show and this and that and this. I'm like, you have like a baseball bat that you stuff into your pants every day. How?
wow, he was freaking weird, man. This guy has 7 kids. This guy is a father. All right. Let's see how Alec Baldwin and Hilaria first met. You know what I bet happened? Here's how I think this went. I think they went to, let's say, a party. And she sees the rich guy in the building and she goes, jackpot.
Happy Hot Topic!
Alec and Hilaria Baldwin are taking a trip down memory lane. The two told their oldest daughter, Carmen, all about their first time meeting each other on this week's episode of The Baldwins.
I met your mother in a restaurant in New York City. She was with 2 friends of hers. I was with my friend Brandon.
Told you, close enough.
We're at this place, and with my 2 girlfriends, and we're drinking a glass of wine.
And I go, I'm going to get rich.
And my friend,
I wonder if she showed up with the Spanish accent.
she hit me. She like whacked me. She's like, Hilaria, Alec Baldwin is looking at you. Did you even know Alec Baldwin was? I knew who he was because I had seen Working Girl a few times because I really liked Working Girl. So I leaned over and he was looking at me and I winked at him because that's like the cringiest thing that you could
She's like, you want a blowjob tonight?
possibly do. But you know what? I was like at least 1 glass of wine in. And when I was
At least one, about 14, honey.
leaving, I had to walk right by him and he took my hand and he said, who are you? I must know you. And I was like,
She's starting to do that Spanish accent thing. Stop it.
okay, well, at least now he's being cringy too because that's like a really bad line.
Worked like magic. Look at it. Look at us now.
Yeah, you got 7 kids and you took someone's life. You're really winning.
And while eating with 2 of Alec's friends who are visiting, Hilaria talked about their 26-year age gap.
Age difference is there. I'm always insecure. Even when I went to have dinner with
You should be insecure.
him, I felt like it was a big deal for somebody to bring me out to dinner. I mean, I was in the land of like you split the check, and it was a big deal that he, paid for dinner.
Oh, stop it. You know your dad paid for everything.
I didn't take that lightly. And then he just texted back, what do you think about
Cat just jumped on the table.
dating somebody who's 26 years older than you? And I was like, oh.
The cat is on the table while they're all eating at their dinner table.
did date people who were age appropriate for her. When I met her, she was very young, so they're very young. And I meet them, and I was like, okay, I get it. They're very handsome and very super fit guys, and they're about as interesting as watching, the grass grow.
Hilaria then joked why she chose Alec.
But I wanted to have my kids, and I wanted them to look good, and that's why.
You wanted to have a baby with a good looking
I wanted to have a baby with a good looking guy. You could have been like anybody. You were just the first good looking guy that walked up to me. So I was like, okay, this could be able to.
I'm the first good looking guy.
You're weird, man.
Alec then jokes he met one of Hilaria's exes before and recalls seeing him naked on stage.
All right, we already heard about that.
Daughter Ireland Baldwin and fans got a peek at the first time Hilaria's kids met Ireland's daughter Holland.
My relationship with Ireland is, I feel like it's unique for a stepmom.
Duh, because you heard the voicemail, right? We'll play that later. It's always my favorite bit.
And stepdaughter relationship, because that's technically what we are. But first of all, I'm 11 years older than her. I didn't
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
raise her, and we find tremendous humor in that, and we always.
I bet they freaking laugh at Alec. I bet they're sitting in the back seat, and not back seat, maybe, or maybe more like the backyard is what the word I was looking for. And they're like drinking wine and just laughing at his narcissism. He took that life.
Have found tremendous humor. So, thank you.
She's very into chewing things up and putting it in your mouth.
It's okay. Since I'm your grandma, it's gonna be okay, right?
Yeah, you're definitely not the grandma.
Yep. I haven't seen
You're a gilf.
Ireland in a long time because we live so far, and we both had babies. And even though
With the visual, but they're showing pictures. I'm going to post this on RiotHoppyRadio.com. It's going to be on the slideshow of all the things I talked about. It's a picture of Alec Baldwin and his daughter talking. There is no love there.
Alex met his new baby granddaughter, I haven't met Holland until this little trip. We FaceTime all the time, and we talk all the time, but we haven't actually met up. And so we got all the kids together for a play date this morning.
Oh God, the kids in the background. I think I'm just so not used to the idea of having kids. I love when people that have kids talk to me and they're like, "Oh, you don't want that at all," as if they're regretting it. And I'm like, "No, I got a vasectomy at 28, whatever." And they're like, "Oh wow," they sound so jealous.
It's so wonderful because we were pregnant together, but just barely.
Hilaria then recalled the first time she ever
That's kind of gross being pregnant with your stepdaughter.
met Ireland and recalled the deal breaker she told Alec.
Before I was her stepmother, when I met her, I first had a conversation with Alec, and I said, if she doesn't like me, I'm not staying.
If you have to say that up front, it means you got a pretty awful personality, or as they would say in Boston, where you're from, you're not from Spain, they would say wicked.
Because I'm not going to be wicked stepmother. My place in life is not to come into a family.
Did she just use the word wicked? I knew she would. Listen, did she?
Because I'm not going to be wicked stepmother.
Wow, I guessed it. I'm getting good at this.
Place in life is not to come into a family and cause problems.
Whatever.
I love you, and I'm loving our relationship, but I have too much respect for the family. And she's such an amazing person.
It is weird. They're really trying to put themselves out there. She's always put herself out there. But they're trying to put themselves out there of the idea that, we're human beings. Just because we have all the money in the world, it can get away with manslaughter. We're human beings too.
Immediately welcomed me. It was so easy. We've never fought.
Alec also candidly talked about his divorce to Ireland's mom, Kim Basinger, and how it impacted their family.
My divorce with Ireland's mother was not easy. It's not easy.
Divorce is not easy. Thinking you're going to be with somebody the rest of your life and then they despise you is not easy, Alex.
Lengthy, very expensive. Just insanity. I was on a plane every other week for all of the school year. I flew back and forth from New York.
I love this music in the background, trying to make us feel bad from.
To Los Angeles 18 times a year. Got a house 8 doors down from my...
His daughter's got this big ass tattoo on her arm.
daughter and her mother, and then I thought that would improve things, and it did not improve things.
It might be a you problem, Alec. You ever think about that?
So it became, as it was still as difficult and unnecessarily difficult that way.
But I was very lucky that I came into their family.
Well, you have come on.
Kim, Alec, and Ireland at a place where everybody had moved on and there was a place of being settled. So I got very lucky.
Alec also revealed why seeing how the divorce impacted Ireland made him want to be a more present dad.
Because my relationship with Ireland was so negatively impacted by my experience there, getting divorced from her mother, that when it comes to these other kids,
He's pretty much like, I was such an awful father.
I bring all that baggage into this situation. Sadly. This is why I think I'm so focused on parenting on this level, if you will, being around a lot and taking them to school most days instead of working.
Watch, she's like napping right now or something.
Stop it! Stop making Alec human!
Say, where are you? Say, pick up the phone.
Hello.
Hi, FaceTime us.
Hi. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I'm so happy.
I don't know how to use a gun. Oh.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.